Hi everyone, are you ready for make and take number 2? Well, this is what we're going to create, and it is a little gift card holder, and we are using the Cool Treats stamp set and the Frozen Treats frameless. They do come in a bundle, plus this really awesome designer series paper. You can find that suite of products in the Occasions catalog, and that's on page 32 and page 33. You can see right here, that's where the bundle is. You save 10% when you get the treats, the frozen treats, and you get the cool treats together. And you can see there are tons and tons of pieces in here. Don't let that scare you, because that's what I thought at first. The other thing is we also have this Tasty Treat Specialty Designer Series paper. Okay, so this is a $13 value. This is available for free as a Sale-a-Bration item right now. So if you really just love this set and this project, you'll want to add maybe some dimensionals or a little something extra to this in order to get the paper for free. Now, I know how everybody is when they look at those little tiny pictures, okay? So I'm going to show you guys this paper. So here's the ice cream cones, and on the other side is the Peekaboo Peach, some little, looks like little suns. Then we have the popsicles. These are so yummy. And then on the reverse side, you've got some pear pizzazz. You've got some little dots you can use if you didn't need popsicles, but you needed something a little bit green. And this one, I love this paper. This is the one that's got the little ice cream bowls and the little spoons. It's so super cute. And on the back side, this is a Watermelon Wonder stripe. Just remember, Watermelon Wonder retires this year. So if you really want some, make sure you've got that color to coordinate with this paper. Make sure you get that. Okay. And here, this one sprinkles. Okay, just all sorts of sprinkles on there. And then the other side, this is the some crumb cake, and it looks like the waffle cones on the ice cream cones. And this is some chocolate chip. That's the brown we're using. We usually use early espresso, but this one's chocolate chip. Kind of looks like fences or something. And then the opposite side is this pool party. It kind of like it's a pool party, so you know, maybe swimming pool, you know, maybe the tiles at the bottom of the pool. And here's where the specialty comes in. You only get one sheet of paper of this one, but this is embossed. Can you see in the light how that's embossed? So you can do all sorts of color in the background. Take a tissue and wipe that off, and then you've got your background. You still have those cherries and those strawberries. Oh, it's gorgeous. And here is the other piece of specialty paper. You only get one sheet of this too. Again, you've got all sorts of frozen treats there, and they are also embossed as well. So lots of really fun things that can be done with this. Okay, so here's your bundle. And then we're also using the gift card envelope and Trim's Thinlits die. This is the framelit that's going to actually make the base of our card. Okay, we'll add that up here so we have a reference. And here's what your kit will look like when you get it. Since the gift card envelope is its own envelope, you don't need an envelope. So you're going to have the pool party gift card envelope. You're going to have a piece of the designer series paper, and then this Peekaboo Peach ruched ribbon, and then little pieces. Okay, so I know it seems like that's a lot of stuff, but you know, you can run this stuff through the Big Shot all at once. It's the greatest thing ever. And you can use little scrap pieces, okay? So you'll have these these little pieces, and then you'll also have a tiny little baggie that's got these little sequins in them so that you can add those sprinkles, because it says, I hope your birthday is sprinkled with everything. All right, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to start folding first, and we'll adhere. And this is one time that I really like to have the fast fuse. I mean, it really works well for this project because we just want to create a little pocket. Now, I'm putting the outside flaps over. If you want to do it like that, you can. We're just making a little pocket so that you can slip your gift card in. Okay. So I'm just, make sure we're not adhering the flaps to this back side. So I'm just going to add a little bit of fast fuse here. Oops, I got a string. And there. Okay. Sometimes I get a little overzealous, so you got to rub that adhesive off. Okay, so now we've got this part. So this is actually going to be our back side. And what we're going to do is something that sounds kind of weird. I know. But we're going to put the seam at the front because we're going to have our sentiment go over top of it. And that way we have a nice, smooth, and no seam on the back side too. Okay, so we're making a belly band. And the best thing to do is just fold it over. Every time you measure, it just never seems to work out right. So just, and it's easier when you do it on a tabletop. Okay, so you want to line those up. All right. And you just want to score, crease those on there. And then we're just going to add just a little bit of adhesive here. Okay. Now, I got a little extra, but remember, we're going to add this here as well. Now we're going to tie this little piece, and it's just going to go in a knot. This is the knot's going to go in the bottom right-hand corner, or I'm sorry, bottom left-hand corner. I don't know which my hand is which today. There we go. All right. Now it's kind of gangly there, so I'm going to grab some scissors and trim those off. Okay. And we don't want them really long. You see they're kind of a short thing. Okay. Right now we're going to add a little adhesive on our ice cream cone. And actually, I think instead of fast fuse this time, I'm going to use the fine tip glue pen. I'm just going to add a little bit here. And we'll add the ice cream right on top of there. And this works great if you've got a silicone mat, because you can, if there's a little overrun of the adhesive, then you can just wipe it right on off. And then this just fits right on top of that ice cream. Okay. All right. Now, before we go on with our ice cream cone, I'm going to go ahead and stamp and add the sentiment, because what we've got is the ice cream cone goes on top of that. So we want to make sure that we've got this down before we put the ice cream cone. All right. So we're going to use Watermelon Wonder. We're going to use that to stamp our sentiment. Now just remember, these new ink pads, they are nice and juicy. So when you've got some words there like that, we just need to be very gentle with that. We're going to press down and up. And if you want to say Michelle is awesome, Michelle is awesome, you get a good stamp every time. All right, so let's close up this. Now, what we can do, you can either take your scissors and make some tails like this, but I'm not very good at that, so I'm going to use the banner punch. Now, you can use this for 1 inch, 1.5, and 2 inch, but this is 3/4 of an inch. So what I do is I turn it upside down and just kind of eyeball, where I want it, kind of where the center is. little tail there. We'll do the other side too. Okay. Maybe we'll get that. It's kind of hard to do this up in the air. Okay. All right, so there's our greeting. Okay, so this one we're going to use some fast fuse on that. Okay. We want that to stick down. We want to make sure that we just do the middle part, okay? Because what we're going to do is put that right on top. And we don't want it to stick down to the actual gift card, because this belly band needs to be able to slide off, okay? You see how it slides. Okay. Now we'll add our ice cream cone. We're going to use some dimensionals. And kind of want to see where that goes. So you don't want, you want to do that on that, if you're putting it like this, you want it on your right side. That way it ends up on the left side so it's not sticking to the gift card, okay? So again, just 2 little dimensionals, right? Now, the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of these sequins. Now, you'll have a little tiny baggie that's got these in there. Again, I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen. And this time, I'm just going to add a little bit of, all over. Okay? Then, just take what sequins you have and just kind of sprinkle those on top because it sprinkles. Okay, you see I got them all over the place. We'll get that cleaned up here in just a minute. Okay, so kind of smush those around, and then you really want to let this dry. There you've got a gift card holder for birthday. I hope you enjoyed this make and take, and join me in just a little while for some more games and make and take number 3.